Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion and welcome back to Destiny 2 for the reset. Now, I wanted to say a Happy New Year. It is officially 2023, the world's going on, and with the end of the dawning, like I mentioned before, it has brought about Iron Banner. And so, in the usual Iron Banner respect, it's got the new functional system. It's a new mode as well. It's Iron Banner Fortress, which I don't know all of the details of it. I know it was something slightly different, but oh, that's the wrong menu. From the looks of it, it almost had PvE elements in it. So, control the zones and watch your head. I do believe that let's see, does it give us more details or anything? I'm not sure. But at the same time, it's odd though, because I think, let's see, zone advantage. No, that's all they use. Oh, wait, no. Iron Banner Fortress. Okay, let's see. To win, score points. The hunt activates twice per match. Occurs twice per match. Cattle sends a high-value zone via drop pod. This zone is quick to capture and awards a large number of points over a shorter period of time. Interesting. Interesting. That sounds curious. There's no hunt. It seems like there's no hunt permanently, but, you know. Yeah, no. It seems like they're just normal power plays with no hunt, and the hunt is just twice per match where we get an extra fourth zone. That is curious. And per the usual, there is Iron Banner matches, Pinnacle rewards, Iron Banner rank boost per usual, depending on how many armors you have. But aside from that, it's time to get into the rest of the world. So, for strikes, currently it is on the Glassway. Now, I don't know what it was about Light.gg. It still said it was a corrupted, and it said it was still DFA, which is what I think it was last week. But I tell you what, I'm going to double check while we're doing that. But at the same time, if you wish to farm this one on the highest difficulty we can get. Actually, wait, does that? Okay, next 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks for Grandmasters, that is. But at the same time, if you wanted to complete or farm for something with a higher drop chance on Master, Scorched Earth for enemies throwing more grenades, Overload and Barrier Champions, Equipment Lock Match Game, Attrition, which basically makes it so you need a Well of Light to restore health faster, Mob Champions for additional champions, all 3 shields, Lightning Crystals where Arc and Stasis ability recharge faster but more damage from that, as well as Void Burn. So currently on Master, there's a lot of negative and positives going at you, but you'll just have to wait and see. Now, like I said, it's according to Light.gg, it still says DFA. I'm not sure if I believe that because I kind of forgot what it was last week, but at the same time, it still says corrupted, so we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe it is Horrors Released. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know what's in rotation fully for this week, but I believe this is the second to last week before it comes back around. Nothing new with Gambit per the usual. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there is a boost on Vanguard ranks as well currently. At least it doesn't say anywhere, but I know it did say Vanguard booster when I logged in today. But aside from that, into Crucible for, obviously we have Iron Banner going. But because of that, I believe there is no, unless Rumble is a rotator matches, I don't think we have a rotator match just because Iron Banner is going, and per the usual because of Iron Banner, we have no trials this week, so if you were hoping for that, sorry. You know, it's kind of funny, I just realized looking at it, they have competitive, the Crucible Labs, Rumble, which might be a rotator, it's hard to say, but we also have no quick play. With the presence of Iron Banner, there's no quick play. So if you want to play normal quick play but not comp or Crucible Labs, you have to play Iron Banner. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But into the rest of the seasonal stuff. So, of course, we have new seasonal story continuing. I don't think we'll be getting any more Heist Battlegrounds area, but currently the Heist Battlegrounds active is on Mars currently. So there is that as well. There's no more Operation Seraph Shield to be done. I imagine if you didn't cheese the way into the dog, like through jumping through the laser fields and glitching your way through those places, you would be getting the last upgrade to achieve that, but I kind of cheated and just jumped the laser barriers, so there's that. Then as well with the Legend Silas Battleground Arena, that one is in the moon this week, and for Catch Crash, currently it is Skifix, which if I recall is actually the Vandal with the rotating shield and the trip mines everywhere, so expect lots of booms when you go through that. Now, speaking of seasonal, into the challenges for this week. So it is halfway through all the weeks of challenges. We have 4 more weeks after this one, 5 of 10. So going through them, we have More Than Weapon 5, which is complete the weekly story, and defeating Hive and taking combatants anywhere in the system. That gets you an upgrade at the Exo Frame. As well as Heist Battlegrounds 4 for defeating champions in the Heist Battlegrounds and completing 25 Heist Battlegrounds. Now, the Heist Battlegrounds part of completion, that will already be done depending on how many you've done, but of course you just need to kill 5 champions which I believe there's at least 5 champions in one of each run, so it's very possible. Oh, having some connection issues. But then we also have Quick Heist for completing a heist battleground under 12 minutes. If you've already done that, it will complete for you. Umbral Focusing for focusing weapons or armor at the exo frame, which I believe, since it already counts, you have to focus 3 individual weapons. It can't just be the general broad thing, like the Kalos focus or something like that. And there's also Acquire Velis X, which is a seasonal ritual pulse rifle, can be earned from any of the player's activity, strikes, crucible, or gambit. So if you wish to do that, there you go. And for the usual, for the first Iron Banner, there's also the Iron Sharpens Iron for basically just completing Iron Banner matches, bonus progress for wins. And then we also have Fell and Fallen. We have defeating Hive and Fallen bosses in Strikes or Vanguard playlists, which is pretty easy because you don't need to do anything in an exact area. Now, it appears things have broken because I can access my inventory, but I can't exactly access anywhere else. So, aside from that, into Eternity. Now, we have, for the Dares of Eternity on Legend mode, we do have, let's see, for the Cabal, Taken, and Crota for that. Now, into the rest of the world. So, we had Grasp of Avarice last week, which means the weekly rotation is Duality. So, let me stress, because a lot of us might be used to this. This does not mean that all the drops will be Pinnacle. This only means you get the Pinnacle drop from completion, as Duality is now part of the rotation raid set. So, if you wish to get it, unfortunately, you'll just have to deal with it being here. If you want a Pinnacle from it, sure. And of course, I don't know if Master Mode is available regardless, but there is also that available now as well, just in case there isn't. Now, aside from that as well, Vow of the Disciple is now currently the raid rotation, which usually means, as usual, all of the challenges are active at once, as well as Master Mode, in case you want to get your hands on any of the Adept weapons from this raid, as well, if you are so desiring any of them. But at the same time, that is all with Resilience-focused armor for that raid. Now, of course, there is usual King's Fall, with the challenge being the grass is always greener, which I believe is first encounter challenge. Either that or Oryx. I kind of lost the rotation, so I really need to get better at this. And recovery-focused armor for Master Mode King's Fall as well. Now, with that, let me see if I can get back to the tower first, because things seem to be broken. Oh. Olive. There may be an error with my Bungie account. Hang on. Let's see what we can do about that. Oh, nope. There we go. Back in store. Okay, so aside from a quick jump scare, now it is time to go visit Banshee to see what he's got in his inventory. Prepare for a cut. Alright, now that things stopped freaking out for a moment, to visit Banshee is the last thing we have for today's video, at least on the reset. And for his stock, we have Syncopation 53. While the roll at present is not great, this is also a craftable one, so if you wish for better options or better things in general, of course, craftable. Then we have Arvandil FR6, a high-impact frame stasis Amalon fusion rifle. Possibly a replacement Arantel, especially now that it actually has an origin trait. Who knows, though, just because fusion rifles are kind of in an odd spot for everything, but at the same time, not bad, and of course, stasis, meaning it can apply to stasis builds and various things. Now, Ogma PR6, a weapon. Now, this is a pretty solid roll. Well, I say solid. Adaptive munitions is always a good option for endgame content. At the same time, this is not craftable. Kind of wish it was, because otherwise it is a good crucible one, but at the same time, you know, lightweight pulse rifles. I feel like that's a niche area. Same thing with Funnel Web. Everyone's favorite SMG for some reason, but at the same time, not craftable. Would definitely prefer it to be crafted. Steady Hands Rangefinder, not bad, but that's more of a crucible roll. But of course, there is rolls for every respective on this gun. Then Typhon GL5. Now, I will admit this is the first time I've seen a not great roll. If you're looking for stasis builds, this might obviously chill clip, applying slow, and everything works. But there are better rolls on this one if you're looking for just a straight up grenade launcher. And per the usual, Taipan. It's Taipan. We all know this gun. If you don't know it, it's pretty much the damage meta ever since it's been introduced last season. If you want a good linear fusion rifle, just craft this one and get it to the max level so you can get triple tapper firing line and or focus fury. One of those. Just craft it. Don't bother with getting a normal roll. With that is everything of the resets. And of course, there is cosmetics. Of course, Iron Banner. There is a story. Of course, those are all separate videos. And I will see you all in those videos when I see you.